there, storytellers. Welcome back to my channel and happy holidays to you all. Today is the last day of Vlogmas, and I hope wherever you're celebrating, whatever you're celebrating, and however you're celebrating, you are spending it with people you love if you're able. And absolutely, I hope everyone is staying happy and healthy during this time of year. But without any further ado, let's get into today's video. So, because it is Christmas Day and I am a Christmas celebrator, I thought what would be a more befitting video for Christmas Day than an Owlcrate unboxing. So this is December's box, Love is a Battlefield. I just got it in the mail this morning, so let's get cracking up in here. Alright, trusty sword of Gryffindor. So there's your initial sneak peek. Right on top we have our spoiler card with our Owlcrate artwork on it. And it's got this girl in a blue sort of ball gown, and she's being swept off her feet or fighting for her life against this sort of elfin, genie, demon-looking guy. He's purple. He's got some pointy ears and a very long tail and some claw-like feet. And she's got a dagger poised at his throat. So I think it's a little bit of a love-hate relationship. But I've tossed aside the paper worms, and there's your closer sneak peek. So let's get started with the knit item. So these are some gray knit leg warmers. It says Damon Sashur leg warmers. Created by Team Owlcrate. I'm not sure what item this is inspired by, unless those were character names, but they have little white buttons. They're light gray, just sort of a cable knit, and the buttons do have a snake going around a feather design on them, and then they say, "Our lives reflect our hearts." And then it does look like it is repeated again in Latin, perhaps, based on the text. So these look cute and cozy. I'd love to know what they're inspired by. I'll have to take a closer look, but it's a nice wintry item that has a little bookish knob but isn't outlandishly bookish. Next we have the Ice and Shadows Peppermint Woods Hand Cream, designed by Fiction Bath Company. Yeah, it's a nice sort of natural light peppermint scent to it. Nothing crazy. I think that's kind of approachable if you're somebody who doesn't like strong scents. It's a very light lotion, not too oily, and it does seem to be fairly moisturizing. That's a nice item to have, especially in winter when your hands do get cracked, if you're anything like me. Next, I've pulled out the monthly pin, and it has red and white roses, and then a dagger through the center of them, a black background, and on the black background there's white print that says "These Violent Delights," and then in this sort of pool of blood down at the bottom it says "Have violent ends," and that is a Shakespearean quote from Romeo and Juliet, which I do believe our book this month is a Romeo and Juliet retelling, so that's really cool. I do actually really enjoy this quote, and the pin is pretty awesome as well. Next we have a bookish puzzle, and this is an Owlcrate exclusive, 300 pieces. It's got this man and he's holding this girl's hand. They seem to have sort of Arabian-ish. I don't know how to describe their attire too well. That's sort of what it's reminding me of. Moroccan a little bit, Egyptian a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell what their sort of background is, but it says "Dance Under the Stars with Leia and Elias at the Enchanting Moon Festival," and the artwork is designed by Tiara L'Hommedieu. And I don't know if I pronounced that right. I certainly tried. But this is not the first puzzle Owlcrate has done. I have the other one from the April box, which is really nice quality, so I'm excited to have another bookish puzzle to do. Next, we have a long slender box. Took me a second to break it free, but it is a decorative rolling pin, a little mini one, and it says, "Use this embossed rolling pin to add beautiful wintry decorative elements to your sugar cookies, gingerbread, and icing. Designed with love by Michelle Gray." And it's a clear little rolling pin, but there seem to be little Christmas trees and snowflakes and little winter vines and flowers all over it. It's very simple and cute. It's kind of pretty as is, but it's kind of fun to have a wintry touch to your cookie decorating without it being something sort of over the top. All right, last but not least, before we get to the book, we have this brown paper bag. It's an Owlcrate exclusive, designed by Juniper and Ivy Designs. Let's get into it. It feels like a bracelet of some sort or something. Oh no, how silly of me. It is a bookish ornament. And it's in the shape of like your traditional teardrop ornament. And it says, "Some things do not have to be said. Love speaks for itself." And it's just got this sort of starburst design in the middle, cut out, and then little mini starbursts around it. And the rest of it is laser engraved on the wooden ornament. It's very simple, very pretty, perfect to add to your Christmas tree. Or actually just to hang maybe in the car or on the wall as a decorative piece of art without being overtly bookish. And as always, the pamphlet contains the same artwork as the spoiler card, along with author interviews, artist interviews, a crossword, the photo challenge, the playlists, other recommendations, all that good stuff. And we have the theme announcement for next month's box, which is From Olympus with Love, and I'm definitely going to be getting this one. I love Greek mythology. I'm very excited about it. And it says every January box will include an item from In the Reads, and it does look like it might be a wooden bookmark, which will be fun. And lastly, we have the book of this month, These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. As always, this is an Owlcrate exclusive design. It is signed by the author, and I do believe, yes, we do have some dust jacket artwork for you. It looks like it is the main characters, sort of back-to-back separated by a pole. She's got a flapper dress on, so I think we're set in the 20s, and it looks like they're maybe outside a theater. I can't tell which city they're in specifically. If they are in New York or something, they're clearly in the Chinatown part of it. So let's take a closer look. Ooh, fun detail. The actual cover on the book is gold, so it's gorgeous without it. It's got a dagger and a dark rose engraved on the front of it in black, and then on the side it's got the title, but it's a really sort of leathery, faux leathery material. I don't think it's actual leather, but I think it's like painted or texturized to feel like leather, which is really cool. So this follows the story of Juliet Kai, who was a flapper but is returning home to the city of Shanghai to become heir to her family's gang, the Scarlet Gang, and along the way she crosses paths with her former lover, Roma Montagov, who is the leader of the White Flowers, which is their rival gang. They've been rivalries forever, and of course, in true Romeo and Juliet style, there's love, there's betrayal, there's confusion, there's drama, there's gang violence. And it sounds like there is also going to be a fantasy twist. It's already twisted because it's set in 1920s Shanghai, which is really cool. And this is the author's debut novel, so it sounds really promising. And I do really enjoy Romeo and Juliet as a play. It is the romance end of things, I should say, not my favorite, but that's because they're two kids and they're being kind of over dramatic about everything, and that part's not my shtick, but it does have some very quotable moments, so I'm very excited to get to this book. And lastly, we have the author letter, and it says, "Dear Owlcrate reader, when I was writing this book, I daydreamed about all the ways that it might find its readers. On the shelves of the library, picked up by a teen as they browsed after school, on display in stores, its spine hidden in the stacks just waiting to be found, or perhaps instead by mysterious magic, the book materializing on a reader's pillow out of the blue with the sound of clashing blades and the smell of blood. Coming to you in an Owlcrate box is about the closest equivalent to magic I could imagine, just perhaps less mysterious. I am delighted to be sharing with you the world of These Violent Delights. It is a story near and dear to my heart, and in giving it to you, I hope the glittering bloody world is a place that you will stay a while in too. Love, Chloe. So in terms of favorites, I didn't have anything that hugely stood out to me. I did really like the little miniature decorative rolling pin, and actually I think the book is probably going to be my favorite thing in this whole box. I'm very excited for it. I do think the other items are pretty cool. I like that they went sort of wintry rather than strictly Christmassy or strictly focused on the aesthetic, I guess, of the book, if that makes any sense. I kind of liked the ambiguous winter cozy reading vibes rather than going too themed. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by leaving a like down below. Like I said, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope you and your families are safe and enjoying the time together. But for now, I am going to go. I will be back in the new year, probably right on January 1st, because it is a Friday and I plan to upload every Friday in the new year. So I will see you guys then. But for now, if you want to keep up with me and all of my bookish adventures, you can always click the subscribe button, and you should definitely ring the little bell so that when New Year comes around, you don't miss a beat. I will see you guys then. Bye!